Welcome to my YouTube channel, Family Drama Files. Please like, share, subscribe for more emotional videos.
I thought I was finally going to celebrate my parents' anniversary as their son. I bought the most expensive gift I could afford and arrived early to help. But before dinner even started, my father pointed toward the garage and said that was where I belonged. He claimed the dining room was only for extended family. I looked around and realized everyone else had a seat. Even the cousin who had stolen money from my parents was sitting proudly at the main table. That was the moment I decided I would never beg for respect again. For years, I believed that if I worked harder and loved my family enough, things would eventually change. I never missed birthdays. I helped with repairs around the house. I drove my parents to appointments and supported them whenever they needed me. So, when their anniversary arrived, I wanted it to be special. I spent weeks saving money for a meaningful gift and imagined we would share a happy evening together. The house was beautifully decorated. Music filled every room and relatives laughed together. I walked in carrying the wrapped present with a smile. My mother hugged other guests while my father greeted everyone at the door. When he saw me, his expression changed. He quietly told me to wait. A few minutes later, he walked over and pointed toward the open garage. A small folding chair had been placed beside old boxes and cleaning supplies. He said that space was reserved for me because the dining room was only for extended family. At first, I thought he was joking. Then I realized he was completely serious. I looked around the room. Every chair at the main table was occupied. My aunts and uncles were there. My cousins were there. Even the cousin who had once stolen thousands of dollars from my parents had a comfortable seat near my father. No one questioned the decision. No one offered me their place. Some people avoided eye contact, while others pretended nothing unusual was happening. I carried my gift to the garage and sat there for a moment. The sounds of laughter echoed through the walls. I stared at the wrapped box and realized I had spent weeks trying to earn love that should never have required payment. Something inside me finally changed. I stood up. I picked up my gift and walked back through the house. The conversation slowly stopped as people watched me cross the room. My father asked where I was going. I looked him in the eyes and held up the gift. Then I calmly said, "Extend this." I turned around and walked toward the front door without raising my voice or causing a scene. Behind me, I heard chairs moving. My mother ran after me, calling my name in front of everyone. She begged me not to leave because people would ask questions. For the first time, I realized she was worried about embarrassment instead of how I felt. I stopped at the driveway and quietly told her that respect cannot exist only when other people are watching. If I was not important enough to sit with my own family, then my gift was not important enough to stay either. I got into my car and drove away. I spent the evening alone at a quiet restaurant. Strangely, it was the most peaceful dinner I had enjoyed in years. The next morning, my phone was full of messages from relatives. Some apologized for staying silent. Others claimed I had overreacted. But a few admitted they had never realized how I had been treated until they watched me walk away. That anniversary did not destroy my family. It exposed the truth that had been hidden for years. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave the table where your presence is tolerated instead of valued. Respect is not something you should have to earn from the people who call themselves family. The day I picked up my gift and walked away, I did not lose my family. I found my self-respect. Sometimes the most powerful revenge is refusing to accept humiliation ever again. The people who truly value you will never ask you to prove your worth. They will simply make a place for you at the table. Please like and subscribe.